Oh, okay, cool. Yep. There you go. That's how we started this off. Cool. Sick. It's been like 2 months. it's not. That's not a long time. It's not. Just prioritizing on some shit. But yeah, been quite a bit. But I still have to kind of like clarify what I want to do for the stream. So let me just change the dang music. Hold on. Yeah, no, this is the vibe I wanted to start off for everyone when we started off. And it's been a long, long time. I know I. This is very scary. Cause my, cause I just put up a new monitor arm for my monitor, because I want to try the perspective of an esports player where they would have their monitor so close to their face as they play. I want to do that for my Valorant games now. So we'll see how it goes. So do I want lo-fi version? This will do. So what's been happening? Well, a lot has happened, and it's no joke that I had to really like lay back and see what the heck have I done to really put myself into this where it made me stop streaming. And I've decided to put myself in this perspective of like I should probably just focus on this for a long time, but I'm not exactly gonna stop streaming because, as you can tell, like I'm still sick. It feels like I'm sick, but am I really sick? Am I not? Am I just like dumb? You know, I don't take care of myself as properly as everyone else is. Well, everyone else should. I should, but I end up myself in situations where I just fuck myself over just because I felt like it. Like I had to get this done, but I forgot to set this up, and then forgot to set this up, and then it's all just jumbled up left and right. And despite having a fever, like having that fever for like 2 weeks, it takes like 4 to 6 weeks to recover properly because of this damn like because of this cough, this phlegm, because of how it's set up. I'll find a fix down the road, but I'm in no rush personally. So, you know how presents are, right? They're meant to surprise you, like even if it's like life changing. That's what happened back in September when I realized that I had to try something new in hopes to come back better, refreshed, and everything. I meant to come back streaming actually in September. Then I decided, maybe I'll come back November. Then both months passed. What just happened? What the fuck just happened? Even trying to recall it now feels like a fucking blur. I've just been working full time. I picked up some games here and there, but I didn't decide to stream because I didn't feel like it. It didn't feel like it's good content for streaming. So I had to recollect everything I've done. So in September, I announced that I won't be streaming until I finish this exam. So this exam is for a citizenship test. Right? So I'm currently a permanent resident in this country, and I really want to pass it. I was so confident. Throughout the September to October, I was studying like an ass. Like I really want to make it work. And I got so confident, like to the point where my quizzes are like, bro, just give me the test. The exam is what made me stop everything that I was doing stop everything because I felt invalid to even walk in this country until I pass it. Despite being permanent resident and paying my taxes, right? I still felt fucking invalid. I felt like I shouldn't do anything right now. So while permanent residency is technically enough for me, the idea of renewing it every 3 years and a really strong passport for my retirement trips in like 50 years, you know? Yeah, I'll need to be a citizen. Like I could wait until like I'm 55 and then I could just get citizenship right away. But I've stu- I mean, I've done social. I've aced social studies in high school here. I studied high school here. That's the thing. Like, I should just get a citizenship then. Because like I'm pretty good. I worked full time. I'm in the industry where tourism is a thing. You know. At least the history side was easy to recall because I was studying for it and it's all easy and done. Everything else just bled though. Like current what do we call it? Like there's facts. The factors and all that are fine, but it's the current like government system. Like who's running this, who's running that. I don't give a damn. They can do whatever the fuck they want as long as I get, you know, they use my tax money well. Recent news and everything does not make it better for me to study though. I'll be fucking frank. I don't care what anyone says. You guys fucked it up. And the fact that my friends here are still talking about it in our like private chats is really making me not want to study. Like you guys are really encouraging. Sarcastically. So annoying. Like I am so disencouraged. Give me a second. Okay, cool. So I thought I could take the exam around late September, right? But I couldn't afford it, so I delayed it for another 2 weeks to pay off the fee to take the exam. But now I should have paid it sooner because the cost of time and waiting for them to take my money, like I'm looking it up right now. Like, let me see. I'm gonna log in and shit. See more information. It's still submitted for review, and I just got notified via email if there was a suspicious login. Like, bro, that was like almost $800 of my fucking money. Why aren't you taking my money and just at least give me a chance to study? Like, that's what I feel right now. So I have to tell them now that it's me. Cool, thanks for the feedback. Like, how many times I have to say that? Like, man, it's so discouraging. It's like thinking about it just stressed me out right now. I that's what made me stop streaming at all. It's so sad. Imagine paying your parents to get what you need, but they never answer back and they get away with the cash. I get beaten the fuck up if I don't pay it on time. But if it's the opposite way around, it's like, whatever. What the fuck? It's fucked up. With all the studying while waiting, it made me like so impressed. Maybe that's why I'm still cuffing. I'm just so miserable. I don't want to play a game. I had to feel like playing games. Right? I almost became that kind of a hermit and not clean the house, bro. But I have a roommate, so that checks out. Like I gotta, you know, makes me want to like go to the highway and just walk around until a fucking truck coon takes me somewhere. That'll be valid. Unluckily enough, I live around areas where it wouldn't be possible. AKA it's too quiet. So stupid. Like, bro, just take me, man. I'm so depressed. I already felt like I lost my purpose like years ago. But then, around the same time where I stopped streaming or basically where I realized I should like, what do you call it? Really focus on the grind. Mental health. Right. I stopped sulking and complaining that I wasted my time. That was something I decided to like leave as experience. Right. I ended up getting advice videos on YouTube out of nowhere, just in time for me to watch, be encouraged, and just to lock in. I didn't even know lock in is a real thing, as in like people actually say it to lock in, get back in the grind. They use it in terms of like exercise. For some YouTubers that would know that would do the same back in the day, it's for their last year of their university, so they can graduate, get that focus in. Like they wouldn't even talk to anyone, but like they just study for the one last year. They gotta set that grind, right? My perspective isn't fully flipped. Like I'm still a fucking miserable fuck right now, but I can at least be a little bit more positive. Like I still sulk back into the negativity, but you know, I figured it would be a waste of time if I like just keep complaining. So here I am, like not complaining. You know, I should complain more about, like, forgetting that I should be tweeting that I'm live. So give me a second. Alright. I have to open up Twitter and Blue Sky. Thank God for Blue Sky. They are. I play. But then again, I think I've been forgotten, so I just left it as is. How about Blue Sky? Oh yeah, I've been left. And this is where I feel like it's realistic. Like I post up shit and then, you know, I left it out for for like 24 hours and there's nothing happened and I shouldn't do anything. And that's fine. I check my socials and stuff like that. I don't need to say anything then. What matters is later. And that's the exciting part. That's where I will post everything. Cool. So yeah, no, I was a sulking motherfucker, just waiting for the damn process to go through, and then I put myself into a fucking misery, because I just wasted a ton of money that I could have just used now to get what I basically need, and then yeah. So I have to grind that same amount back on my job, and then here we are. I also started home exercise. It's not a lot. I'll be honest. It's not a lot because I'm a fucking sulking. I'm a what do you call it? I'm a lazy ass, huge ass procrastinator, and it's not something to be proud of, but. We'll start small. That's what I feel. It'll be really slow. Like it'd be plateau until I feel like I can climb a hill. Right. So it's not much, but I started with 1 minute planks. Like I've always done that. Like even before I started the streaming, right? And then the moment I did decide to pause on the streaming thing, I did push-ups for about like 10. For a full push-up for 10, then there was a short that the guy said you should just start slow, because for some people it might be really hard to start from a full push-up. So what I did, this guy said do wall push-ups for 50 for 2 sets. I'm like, sure, but he also mentioned do knee push-ups for 30 for 2 sets, which I did for 1 for now. I'll do 2 sets eventually. I feel like I can step my game up. Crunches / sit-ups. That's what I propose myself after. So it'd be push-ups for 30, the knee push-ups, and then 1 minute planks, or more if I feel like it. Because I'll be watching a video while I do planks because they really help with time. I fucking hate waiting for a minute. I expect myself to wait for a minute. It will feel like 10 hours. It's a disgusting perspective. So I just watch a video while I do the planks, and next thing you know, it's almost been 2 minutes, and that's what I want to do, and that's what I want. Like I that's way better, right? And sometimes that's the main 3, and if I do something else for my time, I would randomly start doing knee rowing or whatever it's called. It's like a thing where you bend your knees and then you roll yourself back up. You're supposed to do it for like 10 minutes, but I can barely do 1 minute, so I'll do that until I can go up for another 2. The planks help me gain value in starting the exercise grind. Push-ups, sit-ups, rowing, the rowing thing helps me keep. I just added them. You know, I could just continue with the planks, but I felt like adding those other 3 just to keep me humble. When I feel confident to overcome the pain, I'll do more than 1 set. I'm not aiming to be bulky or anything. I just aim to make better choices down the road. Like things will go slow here and now. Right. I already walk a lot at my job as well, and I run to the fucking bus stop just cause I have no time sense, and no anxiety of being like sucks. So that keeps me active in a way. So yeah, no. I just surrounded myself with good content. I went and deleted everything. Even Blue Sky, even Instagram, especially Twitter, right? So I delete my social media, detoxify everything. Like I've come to the point where I've contemplated on not announcing one time that I will stop streaming for a while, and until I pass the citizenship, and then I even thought about taking the driving tests until I pass the full license, but that's a long road ahead of me. And when it comes to saving up for a damn car, you know how expensive they are, even used. Because even if I buy it used, I have to buy parts for that shit to make sure it fucking runs for another like 20 years. I don't even think about like buying another one after I buy a used car. I see my friends that like they tell me all the time, and they praise it like fucking gospel. Like you get a used car, and if it breaks down, you fuck around, find out. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a good time. And I see their ups and downs and how they fucking like road rage and shit. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a great time. Good on you. Good on them if they've come over for it. They come over it, but I still like. Here I am, just sitting here like, shit. Imagine me jumping into it. That's gonna suck. My life already sucks. Why the fuck should I do that? But yeah, no, like everything just came down crashing, and I decided not to stream because I just felt like it. I didn't feel like it. I'm a sulky man right now. But I'll stream whenever I can. You know, there's a lot of good games out now. If I feel like sharing it, I will do it. Like heck, I'll explain later. But yeah, no. I have this like script in front of me that I want to like follow to make sure. And I've already gone off course like way too many times. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so I deleted social media, detoxified myself, showed myself like good content videos from my favorite streamers, favorite YouTubers, advice videos. Purpose Driven Men, for example, he's a great YouTuber. It's been a year and he's already has like 100,000 followers. Very good. I'm proud of him. But yeah, no, it's the whole everything. Like I don't have to go on to Twitter when my favorite content creators just also talks about it. Like Sea-Dog with his like YouTuber rant and how they're getting the blunt of everything from these fucking 14-year-olds that think they know how to fucking talk on social media. Like, God. All these kids online just shit at each other. And to the wrong people. To like the most sane as fucking people that just wants to share their thoughts. We have these kids all around be like, what the fuck are you talking about? Come on. What the fuck? Innocent accounts that just meant well. Suddenly some woke ass freak types out of nowhere, enforcing their worldview that 1,000 people somehow agree with? Are those your bots? there are too many dishonest freaks from my personal point of view, and I need a reason to cut everything. I personally had to feel that from my friends I connected with, from Instagram, as well, especially Instagram, Blue Sky, and all that. Like, bro, imagine just resorting to YouTube and Discord for quote-unquote social media purposes, but they're not really social media. Like, I treat Discord like a message center. Like, it's my form of text. It's not social media. Social media is where you post things. Discord may have an area where you can post stuff, but you might as well copy paste a link, and it's like texting to a lot of people, right? If that's social media to you, then I might as well just delete Discord. But I can't, because it's technically my last quote unquote my last quote unquote social media, but I don't really treat it as social media. It's just a message center for me, with a lot of servers I could talk to, or just borrow their freaking emotes if I feel like it. Right? But even Instagram, I have to counter a lot of worse fucks that just shits around. Like, at least if they're loud enough, like, I'd be hearing about them on my YouTube feed and just like shake my head and if they're dumb enough, and be thankful for myself that I'm not on those platforms. By the way, like, the moment I boot up like Twitter, like, I had that urge to reply to this one tweet with the shittiest take. I'm like, wait, that's exactly why I did not. That's exactly why I deleted that app, to not do that. So, let me just double check if everything's still, yeah, okay. I gotta stay grounded, essentially. That's why I delete them for now. Balancing between my physical health, mental well-being, financial issues, like, while aggressively saving every paycheck, even if I have decent cash left over, I put it more towards my saving. And then, with the small amount of quote unquote spendables I have, I will just get food with it, you know, essentially. Over time, that quote unquote decent cash left over, I'll probably like splurge it on some quick Amazon stuff that I quote unquote that I need technically, / don't don't need, but I want it for later, kind of deal. Like, I saved a decent amount, and then somehow I lost a lot of it from Amazon. Like, I look at my statistics on my bank, and it's crazy that like the only time I saved was in February of this year. By saved, I mean under $1,000 when it comes to spending. Like, I paid bills on that same card, and that was still under $1,000. I'm proud of that month, because after that it went like around 1K. It maxed to like 2K around summer, because, you know, I felt like it. And then I'm gonna spend more because I'm gonna get a new phone soon. So I probably shouldn't count this month when it comes to trying to save up. And hopefully it'll be the last thing I say that while stuttering. I actually don't know. We'll see how it goes. Right. So I just went all out, and I'm in a better spot now technically. Like, as long as I don't spend that same amount I put into my savings, like, I'll be fine. So also when it comes to like tracking my my weight as well, I'm about going around 195 to 200 pounds like every day. As long as I maintain around that range, going lower would be nice, but as long as I get bread and eggs and just try to grab, I shouldn't try. Like, basically when it comes to like staff meals, I make sure to be as healthy as I can. My choices, right? Fuck, bro. Mentally, like, I'm not doing great. I can still function at least. Here I am, like, I press a button to stream here and there, but I'm still a retard. I'm contemplating whether I should get tested again for like the usual ADHD or like retardedness, whatever the fuck. recent knowledge though of how the wait list is in my area, I am just gonna wait. I already feel like wasting space here, to be honest. Like, I pay my bills, bro. Little by little, I maintain my mental health with good videos to watch, play my games I want, just take it day by day. Because I technically, the only action I can take is try to pay off the debt that I have to face. Pay off my debt. Once I pay off my debt, I can finally like move to the next step. That's technically where I am right now, and that's probably gonna be until I don't know, maybe like end of next year or like halfway to 2026 to pay off the debt. Maybe sooner if I just rush it, if I feel like rushing it. But after that, it's gonna be saving up for another 11 months to build up what we call an emergency fund. Unless I win the lottery somehow, which would be very cool, because I will use everything that I will earn for as an emergency fund in case I get fucked over. Like, I'm a broke ass boy. Broke ass N-word. I'm not saying that because I ain't black. I ain't black enough to say that. Might as well share something, one more thing to share. Because I feel like this is something I would like everyone to know about where I am. When I found this, I feel like this is some good ass advice. Let me put up this post here. One of the most perplexing of all of our behaviors. I might as well Here you go. I found this post on YouTube. So, the psychology of avoidance. One of the most perplexing of all of our behaviors is our tendency in relationships to flee from the warmth and affection it is so natural for us to want. Like, bro, it'd be nice. It'd be real nice to connect with someone and, like, mingle and really connect. In the face of someone who seems to like us very much, who smiles tenderly at us whenever we walk into the room and is interested in the details of our lives, some of us may respond in an extremely counterintuitive way, feeling nauseous and in time running away. Yeah. As someone that runs away a lot, fuck me, I found this post really, really interesting. This guy researched a lot and made one post. That's all I need to see. To understand this kind of emotional avoidance, like, we might draw an analogy with food. Okay. Let's imagine someone grew up in an impoverished setting with a severely restricted diet. They have no option but to get used to only the smallest meals. The moment I read that, I realized I've also done the same fucking thing. Because if I don't work, I only eat one meal. And the rest is just snacks. Like, even breakfast, I ate one piece of bread. Like, one bread. It's one sweet bun. Lunch is what I go all out. By go all out, I mean eating eggs. That's it. It's all about that protein. The only way to survive was to need nearly nothing. That's where I'm at right now. Like, I technically don't need a lot, but might as well be nearly nothing. We might assume that when finally presented with abundance, like, you know, like assuming that like another year passed by for me, this person would eagerly try to make up for lost time. But the very opposite occurs. Their digestive system, having adapted to scarcity, cannot process the richness before them. The very sight of a full plate may generate anxiety. They may fall ill in the face of plenty they had so long desired. It's that urge to, like, hold on. I have all this money, but I'm scared I'm gonna lose it all. I'm so scared of losing it all. So I wait for another day or 2 or 3 to decide. But in a buffet, you won't catch me with a big plate. You'll catch me like a medium-sized plate. And just fill up whatever much. And guess what? It's just fried rice and shrimp, bro. That's my idea. Right? If I don't see fried rice and shrimp, it's just pizza. If I don't see pizza, then fries. If I don't see fries, then fuck me. What the fuck is this buffet? This ain't for me. Soul Tune Love. Those among us who grew up in households where the affection was severely rationed may principally have learned to want very little from other people. This part, like, yes, this is it. This is exactly it. I don't want to be an inconvenience. Basically. I barely talk to these friends of mine. To the point where I don't even call them friends as much. I talked to one yesterday, in person. And he understood my situation. And he's also in the same boat. Where he's trying to, like, be in a grind. But I'll say this. He has yet to share to me that he has a relationship with someone. And that person he's in the relationship with talks to me about it. And the more time passes, the more she doesn't want to talk about it. And I feel so bad. Both these people are amazing. And I wish them well. I hope they find a way to, like, maybe I shouldn't say much. But it'll be up to them. But I do wish them well. It'll be up to them to find where they could, like, get to the meeting ground of, like, being able to live under the same roof or something like that. But to the point where, like, I wasn't even talked about. Maybe it's just a boys thing. But normally, like, I opened up a lot already. And I even talked about, like, how a partnership would be nice, but I'm at a point now where I don't want it anymore. I'm so comfortable being alone. Like, when my roommate isn't here, like, bro, it feels like a paradise. Most of the time. But, yeah, Soul Tune Love. When a partner expresses immense interest in our day, we may feel suffocated rather than cared for. Like, I can only imagine what it'd be nice. What it would be like. And at the same time, I'm scared of how it would be realistically. When someone wants to spend every evening together, we can feel trapped rather than wanted. When our lover expresses admiration, we can experience inadequacy rather than satisfaction. This part fucking... God, I'm scared. If someone speaks to us of marriage, our first temptation may be to go and flirt with an ex. Okay, this one, that's crazy. Our discomfort is a central legacy and an indicator of our deprivation. Alright. It's so, like, feels wrong to have that feeling. Like I shouldn't exist, kind of deal. It's fucked. It's essentially fucked. If we can accept, though, that our condition isn't a sign of evil, but simply the result of a certain sort of melancholy upbringing, we may develop the courage one day to explain our situation to our partners and to ourselves as well. We can, without shame, teach our beloved that the kindest thing they might be able to do for us is to not be too kind for us. At least not too soon, you know. The most generous thing would be not to be too abundant. You want their love for sure, right? Everyone deserves it. But we require it in a very small doses. Not all at once. And that's exactly what reading that, but it made me remind myself of the same couple that I'm talking about. Like, they're taking it day by day. And this friend of mine met her last week anyway. And feel like that's a good pace to do. And the more they keep at it, the more I think they'll grow. Their love will grow. just like watering a plant every day, or not. I should say that. Taking care of a plant every day. I already fucked up by watering your plant every day. Oh god, I can't do shit. I can't do this shit. we're we're going to need time on our own, right? There shouldn't be too many hugs. Compliments should be spaced apart. We appreciate the love, bro. We do. We just need to take it with a teaspoon. That's the real thing. That's what's real. Right. Don't be too lovey-dovey. Oh god, realistically, yeah, I wouldn't take that for heart. I would like hug you. I would try to hug you all day and just like cuddle up, but I don't know, man. Now I'm scared to go out. Understanding why love has to be titrated like this helps to move our other partner away from feeling insulted, and then getting angry and perhaps resorting to pejorative. How do you pronounce that? Pejorative, like descriptions of our avoiding condition, like commitment phobia if you're intimacy, etc. Commitment phobia for sure. Intimacy, bring it to me. We can both know that our way of approaching love was at the outset a very logical and intelligent adaptation to conditions of emotional scarcity that we didn't choose. And that has nothing to do with meanness or pathology. At the same time, the more we can understand the genesis of our sense of being overwhelmed, the more we stand eventually to perceive that our caution has outlived its uses. We may be able to bear the ecstasy and plenitude of mutual love. We may no longer need to protect ourselves so assiduously against what nourishes and heals us. You know? He said it so, like, meaningly. I wish I took psychology. Ah, fuck. That's where I'm essentially at right now. And I'm not sorry that I stopped streaming. But lurkers are welcome no matter if you're looking for a reason, you're looking around. I appreciate you regardless.